What's up, Scorpio friends? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. That's me. My name's Annie. If you're watching out there, that means you resonate with the sign of Scorpio in some way. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cross watchers, what's up? You guys are always welcome here too. We're going to do a fun little love tarot relationship reading for all you sexy Scorpios out there. We'll see what we can get. As always, guys, you know my spiel. General messages is what I do here on YouTube. Not everything I say will resonate. Know that going in. If it's not your message, feel free to click off, find another video, find another reader. Please don't take it personally if you don't resonate with these messages. It just means it's a message for someone else this time around. I hope lots and lots of this resonates. Pieces and parts of it very likely will. I hope the whole damn thing does. But that's up to you. Whatever messages you want to take away here today, you will always be in the driver's seat. Okay, Scorpios? All right. Everything else about this video will be in that description box down below, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media channels. I'm The Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram, as well as .com. I always say I am annoyingly active on Instagram, so if that's your thing, hit me up over there. If not, happy to have you here on YouTube. I think maybe I should slow down. My words are just being slurred and I'm not drunk. It ain't 5 o'clock here yet. All right, moving on. A couple more cards for Scorpio in love. Messages about love, relationships, sex, passion, anything about love and relationships. All right, this one wanted to be seen, but it kind of fell back in. The Caduceus. You will receive news from afar. Well, that's exciting. Is it love news? Is it medical news? No, I'm just kidding. I don't do medical readings on my channel, so we'll keep that in mind. Let's see. I need one more deck. Which one shall it be? Which one wants to? I think this one. The bottom of this one is showing me the Scorpio card, so I'm like, oh, well, that's the one. Anyway, do you ever catch yourself rambling and realize you sound like a dork? Because that just happened to me. Two more cards for Scorpio. Scorpio's looking for love. Scorpio's in love. Messages for their best and highest good, please. For Scorpio, you're changing your color, is what I heard. That's very ironic. I just watched the movie Pleasantville. Have you guys seen that movie? Where it kind of had this Wizard of Oz quality where it goes from black and white, ooh, as I shake my whole camera, into color. There's something about that coming in for you, Scorpio. So that, what is that? A horse of a different color, as they say. That's a whole other thing. That's a whole new beginning. Something about a rainbow. Maybe it has to do with the Sagittarius and the Temperance card. But your overall animal spirit, this is great, is presenting as the lizard. Something about getting the taste or something, the way lizards kind of pop out their tongue and you're catching flies. There's something actually really funny about that is something about the last person you dated or tried to date or was interested in. They said something that when it landed, it like left a bad taste in your mouth and you're like spitting it out. I'm getting like the visual of that where it's like, I don't know, something about like you have to, kiss a few frogs to meet your prince. I don't even know if you kissed this person. I'm not even sensing that. They said something you were just like, oh no, that will never do. So anyway, you're carrying your torch for someone else or you're looking for someone else. You do have an ace coming out in your energy next to this little lizard. So yeah, you're looking for love, you're looking for that spark, you're looking for some sort of energy with someone. In your overall headspace, though, you're confident that you'll find them. You don't seem to be suffering from any sort of like anxiety or fear, which is really nice to see, you guys. Your cards look particularly beautiful. Mental sector, there's confidence, there's courage. You're on the prowl. You're looking for the right one, and I'm almost getting like something the way lizards like kind of bask in the sun on the rocks. I don't know. I'm getting like someone on like a nude beach, just like showing off their stuff, right? Seeing who they'll attract. So I know we're all in quarantine. I don't know when this message is going to resonate for you. That's entirely up to you, Scorpio, but yeah, you're putting out the vibes. You're seeing kind of what you can catch. You did catch a few flies or something about, and someone's energy you just didn't like, and so you distance yourself from them, but you're on the prowl for something else. You seem to be the initiator of some sort of action. In your heart space, you may be falling for a Virgo. There might be, I'm specifically being called to say a Virgo that you're very excited about. Virgo is making appearances in every damn reading I do. So any Virgos out there, what's up? Why are you guys in everybody's spread? The Hermit card, of course, can also indicate that we're all on our own individual spiritualized journeys, right? We're all literally isolated, right? In quarantine. That can be what this card is. But in a love spread, that doesn't do much for me other than if you're single and not looking, well, then why are you watching a tarot reading? So I can't take that to mean that in your heart you want to be alone. I don't think that's it at all. You're on the prowl. You're on the lookout. It's like your lantern. You're looking in between, the creases and cracks and all this and trying to see if there's something there for you. Yeah, you're following your own spiritual path. You're following your own spiritual life, and it does seem very optimistic. It's like you win some, you lose some. There's definitely one that it feels like you lose some, but it would have been intentional. You walked away from one. Maybe it was a fire sign, though it doesn't have to be. But there's a sense of pride that you walked away from something that you were just like, oh no, that is not for me. You were absolutely certain of it. So this would not be like this whole do I or don't I, that could have been my person. Like there's no sense of, is that the one that got away? You were the one that was like, no. Like with absolute certainty, yeah, there was something annoying about that person or their messages. You were just like, no thank you. Spare me. Like I'll move on to the next one. In a sense, okay, hang with me. It could be I would rather be single than be with that person. This would have been a very quick-lived thing. You may not have even met up on a date. This could have been someone who was messaging you on like a dating app. You're like, oh, good, how's it going? And then they said something and you were just like, no, you're done. I'm done. You're out of here. You're fired. Anyway, so yeah, in your heart space, you're going through the motions of maybe singlehood for some of you, but you're getting to something much more passionate. You are thinking about messaging somebody new, or you have a fire sign on your mind. An Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is coming up in your overall action card. Though he is sitting in a throne, he has huge potential for action, right? Very like a spiritual action. I know that's kind of an odd way of phrasing it, but with these two next to each other, faith and spirituality is playing a huge role in your dating life right now, whether you realize it or not. So it could just indicate that universe is kind of orchestrating things behind the scenes for you to be guided, right, by your internal light. But honestly, you're like a direct channel of communication from, something higher above, right? So you're on the right path. Yeah, keep wandering down that path because there's going to be some sort of action in your life, potentially in Taurus season. Why is this King of Wands coming up? Let's see that. Clarified King of Wands in Scorpio's action card. Following that is the Knight of Cups. So you being the water sign, this is indicating a lot of you declined an offer from a King of Cups and avoided what could have potentially been a tower moment. It's like some of you got an intuitive hit for like the one that left a bad taste in your mouth. If that makes sense to anyone out there, you intuitively got some sort of like, oh yeah, no, like spare me. And it's good that you did that. And again, you'll know if it's your message. You don't need to be weird, like fearful of what if I don't get the message. You'll know instinctively, intuitively, you're saving yourself a lot of hassle. Yeah, it's something about I'm just going to keep intact. I'm just going to keep as I am. I am getting something about being single. You chose to be single in a situation where it could have been an easy fallback, I guess, for a hookup. And maybe that's what some of you are looking for. But even if that was the case, it would have been again, like the taste of it was just like, It was not for you. It was like a visceral reaction you had to either a conversation you had or an encounter with someone. You just, no, it wasn't the one. Even something about, I said something similar to, I think, Gemini, the smell. They could have worn like a cologne or a perfume that you were just like, ugh. Or what do they call it? Like, is it pheromones? Something when you meet the right match. Chemically, your body's sort of like the smell or the taste or whatever it is about the other person. There was something where all around this person had red flags all over them and you knew it. So you didn't even take much time to linger on it. So I'm not going to take any more time to linger on that message because I feel like that's very clear to me. I want one more on this this King of Wands. Because at first I thought that was going to be something new, but I'm actually thinking that that's referring back to this potential fire sign that some of you left behind. You saw them as kind of sneaky or just kind of icky. Strength. All right, so it could have involved a Leo. And yeah, I do think you walked right past it. It was an offer of temptation for a second, but ultimately you moving on to find something better, more in alignment with your own spiritual path with an earth sign versus a fire sign. That was correct, at least in terms of what spirit is guiding me towards. Yeah, there's sunlight up ahead, so don't settle for don't settle for the low-hanging fruit. Just because it's there doesn't mean it's delicious, right? I say that to a lot of my little clients here. So let's look at your person's energy. Scorpio. All right, so your energy is surrounding this person. They are coming off as the vulture. So for those interested in a different air sign, but this could also be indicative of their energy. Something about it was just wrong. It was... To me, vulture is kind of a Scorpio card. The way vultures kind of like pick at the bone. It is all about like the ending of a cycle, the ending of a life, the death card, right? And then like regeneration. So they have the Vulture and the Serpent, two very dark, very kind of gothic cards, very scorpionic energy, actually. A sly and subtle approach is needed. Okay, so this person wants to come in, but they don't want to rock the boat. They want to do it in a very tactful, is that the right word? Tactful way. They don't want to surprise you. So is this someone coming up from your past? Is this another Scorpio that you were involved with in the past? It could be. With the Queen of Cups is coming up in the heart. So they hold a cup for you, the water sign Scorpio. But in their mind, they're being very strategic. And then in their overall action card, this person is dreaming about revisiting something from the past. This could be a potential soulmate. If it's not someone from the past that you're thinking about or desiring, it could be someone from a past lifetime. It could potentially be someone that you had a tower moment with. Do I even want to go there, though? Because this tower moment was connected to this tower that's coming up here. It was a tower that was averted, crisis averted. It had to do with you, that bad taste, that bad visceral reaction you had to someone. You avoided the tower moment. It didn't happen with this person. I want to be clear. So I don't know why these cards are sort of falling under that. So this could have been a different tower moment that wasn't avoided, but an actual tower moment you went through in the past with someone, potentially another Scorpio, that they're still thinking about you, and it's like they're slithering out of the grass to come back. Let's throw some clarifiers on it. On Queen of Cups, please. All right, so you have the Queen of Swords coming up, so it could have been an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This person embarrassed you in some capacity. It's almost like they lured you in saying that they had good intentions, but they quickly up and left. That's sort of what I'm getting from this. I suppose this could have been you. Feel free to swap the roles. Again, not everybody's message. Don't take it if it's not yours. But yeah, there's something about they lured you into their trap, and you guys probably ended up dating or at minimum sleeping together, but then they broke the news to you that they wanted to leave or pursue someone else, and that to you was just like, oh, well, I guess I'll pack up my shit and go then. It was very like embarrassing. It was like, I don't even want to say it was misinterpreted, because they didn't lead you on because they gave you no reason to believe that you guys weren't on the same page. And then that's what I mean. It could have been a tower, like out of nowhere, this person was just like, so I want to see other people. And you were left just sort of like dumbstruck. And yeah, there was a very heavy pain in your heart that the connection you had with this person, it wasn't as real or authentic as you perceived it to be. Yeah, it's like they blindsided you. They weren't upfront with what they were looking for. And so from your perspective, Scorpio, there was like an understanding that, I don't know what it was, you guys would know, but you felt at least there was an understanding of like mutual love, mutual respect, but this person like tipped the scales a little bit. Again, it could have been a Libra you were dealing with. The irony is that it's circling back around to a similar message. You actually liked the taste of them. You liked the smell of their perfume. You liked, I don't know why it's all about like the five senses, the way something smells or feels or touches or the sight. Like these sensory perceptions is very important here. Why the serpent? The snake. I said this to someone else, the year of the snake. What sign was that? It may have been Cancer, and you do have Queen of Cups coming up, so this could have been a Scorpio and a Cancer relationship. What was it? I ended up looking it up. I want to say it was the year 2013, was obviously 1 year of the snake, so I guess you would add and subtract 12 to that. Someone could have been born in the year of the snake. I want to say 77 was one of them too. I didn't memorize them all, but you can do the math. I'm not a mathematician. Year of the snake might be important for some of you. Chinese zodiac is what I'm referring to. Yeah, it could be a Gemini that they offered you false words to kind of lure you in to, I heard sing you a lullaby, offer you some sort of like peace of mind or calmness around them, but then they retracted their offer and they were a vulture. Something about it hurt, the pain of it or something like that. Like the idea of picking at the bones, in this metaphor, it's like you were the one being picked and prodded and poked. I mean, that sounds kind of sexual, but I didn't mean for it to be. It actually is kind of like a heavy message. There could have been some sort of illness in this. Somebody could have had to have an operation, not necessarily because of this, though I will say for one or two of you, and I already feel uncomfortable, these aren't messages that I like to relay here, but only for the one or two of you who resonate with this, there could have been like an abortion involved here. Particularly if it's like you were led astray by this person and to them it was very much just like a one-night stand. If there was a pregnancy, I said this to Capricorn too, a lot of the same messages are coming out just because this whole like medical prodding and poking and kind of needles, I'm seeing like medical tools. So there could have been, or maybe that's something entirely different, but again, a confirmation for one or two of you, if somebody went through like a major surgery, it's confirmation that it is the person you're thinking about, I guess. My vulture. 8 of Wands. Yeah, so there was an ending with this person and they came and went. Oh God, these are also sexual. It's oozing with sexual energy. They came into your life and left just as quickly, or it could indicate that something ended with you and this vulture, but now something about they're raring to come back in, but they're doing it in a way where they're thinking much more carefully about their plan and their strategy. They're slithering in, right? They're the Slytherin house. I'm just kidding. For all you Harry Potter nerds out there, right? I love you guys. I'm just kidding. Sly and subtle approach is needed. Okay, if they're not coming in, they're spying on you. They're certainly thinking about it because like they're sentimental about the past, which is very unusual because nothing about this energy to me, with this too, is saying, oh, sweet, sentimental, but I don't know. Your person has a lot going on. Like, I don't even know what's with your person. I'm not here to judge them, right? Everybody's story and circumstance is different, but err with caution because their intentions the first time around were not good. I'm not saying that they couldn't have possibly changed. I mean, they are coming up in your love spread for a reason, but if this whole thing about you got a bad taste in your mouth from someone, this person may not have tried to come back in, or that whole experience may not have even happened to you. This could be indicating that someone from your past comes back who left a bad taste in your mouth, and it could be a test. Are you gonna go back with them, or are you gonna recognize you're better off being single and holding out for like the real deal? Because yes, this is not an earth sign that I'm reading about. Some of you have another earth sign coming in. Particularly a Virgo, but I don't think you've met them yet. I don't think they're here yet. There's going to be a judgment. There's going to be a time for assessment, looking at the facts, the data, the history of what went down between the two of you. And ultimately, I think you're going to remember all the hardship and pain they put you through because at the time they had other options. They weren't committed to you. So whatever they offered to you, it was a page's offer. It was peanuts. It was like a childish offer. I think a lot of you decide to cut it. A lot of you decide to hold out, and there might be it could be a male air sign coming in for some of you, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, romance angels, help me out here. Or a Cancer. There is some Cancer energy. That could be your person too. Yeah, and I have tons of water in my chart for those who don't know, but I love my water signs, but in a lower vibration, water signs can be extremely manipulative, emotionally manipulative. So that sort of feels like what this person did to you, Scorpio. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Wah, wah. The most unsexy romance card. I'm just kidding. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Yeah. Those flies you caught in your mouth. It's delicious to a lizard, but do you want to be eating flies, Scorpio? Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. All right, so there's all that. This is so unfulfilling to me. No offense, if it's your message and you're happy with it, take it. I'm going to push literally all this aside and read for my Scorpios who are looking for new love. Because nothing about that really, I got to be honest, this card came out for a reason. Red flags, holy red flags, Batman. There's a heck of a lot of them there. I'm more interested in this potential earth sign or air sign that might be coming in for my Scorpios, which this is great. This is a different message that I've gotten for you for a while. So someone who works in the medical field, the medical profession, doctors, nurses, healers. It could be kind of more, more spiritual type healers, particularly someone who's interested in astrology. That could be a nice little, nice little romantic, what do you call that? Oh my goodness, what is the word? Commonality, right? You're watching a tarot reading, so there might be someone who's mutually interested in that could be coming in. Again, an earth sign for a lot of you. So those looking for new love, yeah, you need to get out of the mental prison, the false thoughts about someone from your past that are holding you back. They did some serious damage, but just so you know, you have multiple offers coming in the form of 2 earth signs for a lot of you. Your ships are coming in, you're being asked to be patient, but in 3 weeks, you're going to hear from one option. It could be this option. It could be, the fly catcher, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what that means. You might hear from someone from the past who slithered right in and slithered right out. Well, they're going to slither back in again. They probably have a very big penis, for those who relate to that. Anyway, you're probably going to hear from them, but I'm not saying you necessarily should go for it. That's entirely up to you, Scorpio, because if you don't, you have another option. You may have another option coming in regardless. Your ships are coming in, and there's going to be 2 of them, one an earth sign and one someone from the past who did some serious damage. So they better come in with a giant cup of apologies, if that's what that is. And even so, I'm not even sure you'd consider them, because Scorpios, you don't forget, do you? Right? You don't. I got Scorpio in my chart too. We can forgive, but we never forget. Once you've made our shit list, it's like, you're on thin ice, sir. Thanks. Sir or ma'am. Yeah, you have someone coming in that is more of a soulmate than this person was. This person was like a landing zone that got you to learn some sort of valuable information about yourself and your own spiritual growth. Again, your desires and love. But yeah, there's something else coming in where the passion will be greater, and you won't, something about feeling lost in the dark, feeling lost in your own headspace. This person contributed to that nonsense for you. This person is the opposite. They help illuminate you with the Sun card. It could be a Leo. They help illuminate you to something new, and you have King of Swords coming up twice. So for me, this is very much a Gemini or an Aquarius card. It could also be a Libra card, but yeah, potentially a male air sign could be coming in as well. Oh, there could be 2 male air signs coming. If it's not Earth, not that the elements really matter, but there are 2 offers coming in. There could be a competition, a battle, right? 5 of Wands, a fight to the death to get Scorpio's attention. All right, I'm into this message now. Spirit, you've convinced me. I'm into it. I didn't like it before, but now I like it. What movie is that from? Oh, in Silver Linings Playbook, Jennifer, what is her name? Jennifer Lawrence. She's trying to win over the family, and she proved like the family doesn't like her until she starts rambling all her knowledge about sports and how many Super Bowls the Eagles have won. And Robert De Niro goes, I didn't like her before, but I do. I have to admit, I like her now. I like her now. Maybe those names mean something. Jennifer, Robert, I don't know. That's just funny. That's what I was channeling there. I didn't like this reading before, but I do. I like it now. I like it now. Take the next steps. Now, Scorpio, is your call to action. All right, let's throw some zodiac signs on it. Wrap her up. Cancer's top of the deck without me shuffling, so coincidence, you decide. I need to end this video. I'm getting punchy. All right, who's your lizard person? The Lizard King, like Jim Morrison. Again, the name Jim or James or John or something. That could be for some of you. The Lizard King. But the Lizard King was a player. He was a big player. One more card for Scorpio's love reading here. Scorpio. One more card for Scorpio's love reading. A zodiac sign. Boom. Okay. So you have Pisces, you have Sagittarius, you have Gemini, and you have Leo. Frankly, I'm shocked you didn't get Scorpio, because there was scorpionic energy just drenched everywhere. There's the one that did you dirty, but there's the one that's coming in. The 2 that are potentially coming in. They'll fight for you. Like, it's almost like fight for your honor, for your dignity. I know that's kind of like an extreme message. Also, I don't know why, I just heard something about samurai sword. So that your person could be involved in like karate or martial arts or something like that, right? Yeah, there's better offers, Scorpio. So again, people come back around, especially during this crazy ass time we're in right now with quarantine and thinking about people from the past. But again, you can forgive, but don't you forget, Scorpio, because yeah, they better have done some significant healing. All right, y'all, that's what I got for you. Like, share, subscribe. See you later, Scorpios.